Finally, after 6 months of working and using all of Sam's more than 10 years of photo editing experience, Sam has successfully researched and developed FineArt Secret image editing software. Sam put the whole process into this plugin, and from there it increased Sam's image editing speed by 5 to 10 times. This is a photo Sam took in Da Nang, a coastal city in Vietnam. There are a few problems with this picture. I will do the 4-step process. First, I will edit people. Next, I will adjust the watercolor. This watercolor is not green as Sam wants it to be a bit yellow. And next, I will adjust the brightness of the photo. In this photo, Sam has no intention of adding any effects. The first thing I do is when I start editing the photo, I will start cleaning up the trash. Then this photo is a bit much trash in the water. So I will delete all these junk. And the rope tied the raft. One of the important things about photo editing is that we have to see the histogram. Then it's always better to check the histogram. In this photo, I look at the histogram and I will see that this photo is a bit dark. This light is a bit lacking. I will increase the light a little bit. Okay, now I've cleared the trash. Then I will increase the light for this histogram evenly. I will add 0.3 stop. In this photo, I see that it is almost touching the bright spot. Okay, now I think it's refreshing enough. I will group it again. Before, after. The groom here is a bit dark, so Sam will brighten the groom's skin. White skin 3. The bride is bright enough, I will not increase. Here I delete the missing trash. So in the process of doing it, if I see something missing, I will delete it. Next, I do skin. After I finish the skin, I will squeeze. When I do skin, I just zoom in close. Here I will remove the acne. Next, I will squeeze liquefy. Here is the bride who wants to be thin, not fat. So I will squeeze a little more. Well, for brides who don't like to squeeze a lot, Sam will not adjust much, that depends on the customer's request. I note when I squeeze these rafters, I will squeeze in this direction so the image will not be distorted. And if I squeeze it, it will be faked right here. So I will squeeze in the direction of the stick. Here Sam will also squeeze her skirt to flutter. After I finished adjusting the brightness and subject. Before, after. So now I adjust to, the second is the color. The color is here. Sam will see this photo is a bit yellow. Then Sam will enter plus color cast. Sam will choose yellow to blue. I will adjust this color. Here. Now the water is green. Next, if you want to be darker, Sam will enter plus green. Then the color of the water is darker. Before, After. Watercolor is much more beautiful. Next, Sam will handle the color of the dress. The color of the dress is a bit light. Sam also entered plus color cast. Plus red. I try one more. Okay. This color is better. But if it's a bit dark, Sam will lower its opacity. Sam thinks this color is fine. Before, after. Okay. This color is beautiful. Now Sam will create a mask. And Sam will erase the lip part by 50%. Then now I will see the color part. Before, after. Much more impressive. Next, Sam will process the lighting here. I think it's because of the reflected sunlight. So this part is lit. It doesn't color well and this part is darker, so Sam wanted to make it even. In addition, this dress is also uneven in color. Due to being wet, the part is wet and the part is not wet. Then Sam saw that the wet and not wet parts were different colors. Now Sam will change color. By choosing all brush, I choose brush color. In brush color, I press Option or Alt. I choose the color I want to paint, I choose this color. When done, I will scan the color that I want to scan. It's only partially applied. It won't apply completely, but it will change the color closer to the color you want to fill. Before, after. I see the color, it's different, it's closer. Because I chose the color I want to fill in. Before, after. Next, Sam chose the color of this watercolor. Sam fills in the part below. When I'm done, I'll see. Before, after. Its color is so much better. This is the technique Sam uses. I can paint over and over so that it adds color to the areas I want. Before, after. The next step is that Sam will adjust the brightness of the environment. I created a new layer, now this color layer I will combine together. This is the color layer. This is the subject correction layer. Then I'll do dodge and burn. The first is that Sam will burn the dress, the parts that Sam wants to darken. Then when I hit it, the color will be even. So is the raft. Sam will let it darker. This watercolor, if I want it to darken, I can make it dark too. Now Sam will hit the light. Brighten these shirts to make them stand out. I can lighten the roots a little bit. The bride's skin brightened a little. This is the light and dark processing of the image. Before, after. I went through 4 steps. I don't have the 4th step as the effect step. First, I edit the subject. The second step is to adjust the color. The third step is to increase the light and dark. And I finished the picture.